Gemini, born May 21st to June 20th, what can you expect for the month of November 2019? Let's tune in and find out. So you may feel initially a little fish out of water the first week of November. I just see you like kind of flip-flopping back and forth. This could be because either you're at a new job or something, some shift just happened for you in a relationship. But I just see a little bit like a flip-flopping, fish out of water, you know, needing to get back into water because that's uncomfortable, right? Being a fish out of water is uncomfortable. And it could even be a carryover from the intense new moon in Scorpio, October 27th. Now, the good news is I feel like this is only maybe the 1st or 2nd of November. I feel like by the 3rd, you're back in the water and you're swimming along. So whatever kind of like happened that threw you for a loop, feeling like a fish out of water, you're back in the water November 3rd. So there could have been some intense thing that happened that kind of shocked you or startled you. But I just see you back in the flow by like that November 3rd. So whatever alarming thing it is or was, it's behind you now, or you're able to now cope, whatever it is. Now let's move into coupled relationships. Those of you that are in a romantic relationship and have been for a year or two, let's see what's in, or longer, of course, let's see what's in store for you for November. So I feel like there's new decisions that are being made in your relationship that you're coming at. It feels like there's a change happening for you. And for some of you that this isn't new, it could be that you're going through a divorce. For others, it's just like, let's change things up. Okay, we used to do this, now let's do that, right? So I just see change. It could even be that you're planning to move. It could be that you're planning to relocate. It could be that you're planning to have more children. It could be that you've, but I just feel like the two of you planning change and planning movement. And it feels exciting. It feels a little scary. It also feels a little bit forced, like we have to do something. We need to do something. So there could be something that's changing in one of your careers that's forcing the change, or that you just have had more children and you need, the house is getting too small. It could be that you're renting and your house is being sold and you need to move. So there's all these different reasons, but there's a collaboration, more importantly, that's happening with you and your partner. So I see you collaborating together, and during this collaboration, the Mercury retrograde happens October 31st to November 20th. So there could be some up and down in the relationship about not seeing eye to eye exactly in how the collaboration is, how you're wanting it to look. But by the end of the month, there's a new moon in Sagittarius, November 26th. I feel like it's all worked out. I feel like you come together in bliss. I feel like it's fine. And this up and down, I don't really feel friction around it. I just feel like you both are kind of in a process, different points of view, different aspects of what's possible. So it's just kind of like playing out your process with whatever's going on in your life. But I feel you very much together and in collaboration. So that's good. Now, for those of you that are single and interested in romance, let's see what's in store for you, Geminis. Well, patience, because I feel like you're gonna start to see things you haven't seen in a long time, and I just feel like there's a bunch of movement around you to the point where you're going, wow. Usually, you might be the one who wants to jump in and say woohoo, and now it's like, wow, I think I want to hold back. So I feel like almost like there are so many people that are around you, like jumping beans, right? Wanting to attract your attention, or that it almost has you like moving back into wallflower mode. Like, whoa, there's just too much. So there's a lot of energy, a lot of fun, but I see it a little bit like, like a jump rope, like picking your timing, when to jump in, when to have fun, who to have fun with, who not to. So very much trusting your intuition. It is it can be a very social month, but a very erratic month. And I also feel kind of like, 1 minute having a good time and the next minute, like it just like falling apart. Like, wait, what? So it does feel a little bit like you're living double lives this month, and you are the Gemini. So it just feels like it feels a little erratic is all I want to say, but it can be really fun and then really not fun. So the best advice is to trust your instincts. You know when it's too much. You know when it's like, oof, this party's going to go south. I need to get out of here. Or that person, I need to be clear of that person. Their energy is like, that's trouble for me. So just listen to your own instincts about who is safe and who's not safe. And it doesn't, and I don't mean like, oh my God, they're, dangerous. I just mean emotionally erratic and not good for you. And hurting you, you're hurting your heart, misleading you, and not intentionally. Like I don't see any of this being intentional. I just see people being crazy. People like all of a sudden having a really good time and then really crashing really hard, right? And you not wanting to be a part of that, which is really good. So there's just a lot of chaos around your romance. So pick and choose when and who you want to have fun with. It's a bit crazy out there. Know that it's crazy out there. Monitor yourself. If you monitor yourself, you'll know when to go and you'll know when to come, and that's going to stabilize you. There's a full moon in Taurus, November 12th. I really think for some of you, you might feel a little bit shackled by that full moon. Like, oh, I'm stuck here. I can't do anything here. It does feel like it's a little bit for your own good, like keeping you grounded and bringing all parts of the self back together. Because that new moon, whatever that was, it could be around a relationship that kind of unraveled. And so it's best not to get involved in relationships. And that new moon, full moon of Taurus, November 12th, may have you in a new work environment or a serious work environment that pulls you out of the social aspect of kind of like the chaos or the mayhem that's available to you. It's kind of a good thing. Now, there's a new moon in Sagittarius, November 26th, which is beautiful. I just feel like for romance, it feels like this opening finally of how romance should be and how it should feel like. So I feel like you may meet somebody new, or you may be invited to a party where it's just really nice, really sweet, so much fun. And I just feel like you're in a completely different space than you are when you begin the month. So just know November 26th on, there's just this, it's like this lotus flower opens up, and I just feel like you're really happy, really contained, and you could even meet somebody new that's really beautiful and really perfect for you. Okay, it could also mean that somebody from your past is coming back into the relationship during retrograde, but this energy here feels brand new to me. It doesn't feel like it's anybody you've met before. As far as romance goes, it feels completely new. All right, let's look at money and career. So for those of you who are interested in money, you Geminis, what can happen for you? Okay. I feel like there's money coming in and wanting to ground you in it, really wanting to stabilize you. So I feel like there's opportunity, like you are building a new foundation with money for yourself. So this month, I see you like, really starting to pay attention to your nickels, to your dimes, to your pennies, right? Like getting an understanding of your expenses and really not feeling screwed by it, right? But really being grounded by it, because we can look at it and go, oh my God, that's all I have and all the money that goes out, right? That's feeling screwed by this energy, as opposed to feeling the same energy coming down and feeling grounded by it, feeling matter of fact about it, feeling like, okay, that's information. I need to know that information. And if you can hold it like that, like there's nothing wrong, I make what I make, what's going to happen is there's a depth that can open up for you, so you can be really solid and grounded and accepting of what you make, and then allowing the new creation to come in so that you can now make more, because there's a big creative force and opportunity of your mind going, okay, that's what I make, and I want to make this because I want to do all these other things, right? And I just see this creative force coming in that feeds you, that gives you other ideas to be able to make more money, besides other passion projects that will help you make these money or investments. I wouldn't act on them. I wouldn't, especially if with investments, I wouldn't put any money in the investments until way after Mercury retrograde goes, right? Because with the retrograde, you're only seeing partial things. You're not seeing everything. So especially with investments, you may be blinded to some important facts that don't come out until, that 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th with that new moon in Sagittarius. So just be aware, if you're going to invest, wait, gather all the information, but wait and do it at the end of the month or even early December. But I definitely feel like your career can open up, but there is a bit of feeling of being informed about your money in November, and then learning how to navigate that and move forward. And it can be done in a really good way. So I see more money coming in, but initially that little bit of fear, like, that's all I have, a little bit of shock. But then I feel like there's more money that can come in and more opportunity that can happen. Okay, let's look at your health for Geminis. So knees are coming up, right? And knees a lot of times have a fear of moving forward. So be careful with your knees. Understand your exercise. Understand, how many squats you're doing and build up to it, right? Or running if you're a runner. Just take care of the knees. Build slow if you're in a new activity, but just be aware of the knees. And then addressing that underlying cause, which is fear of moving forward. What am I afraid of, right? What are my concerns? And then really being able to learn to live with the feelings and the emotions, because that's what we're here to do, right? We're here to feel the feelings of life and to be in them and not to resist them. And part of that is using our intuition. And I have a program called Get Dialed In that I'm relaunching. And it is, you can go to my website, peggyrometo.com, check it out. And with that program, you also get a couple free weeks in my playground, which is designed it's a live opportunity to be with me live and to be able to connect and to be able to understand the little nuances of your own intuition, because we all have intuition and we're always using it. But I want you to be able to control it and have a greater sense of that running through you so that you can really make better decisions. And it will open up your creativity. It will give you insights about yourself. You'll be able to start to connect more deeply with those flashes of information instead of going, what does that mean? You'll be able to open it up and you know what it means, right? So just really an opportunity for you to know you. So I look forward to sharing that with you guys. And let's see if there's any, I think we already did we do surprises for you? Are there any surprises for Geminis? Let's see if there are any surprises for you guys. Yeah, there is a surprise in which you find that you have patience for yourself, real understanding and patience about what you want to do, how to take care of yourself. There's a patience for the path to unfold that you don't normally have. So I really like this opportunity, not opportunity, it's this patience or a consistency that's showing up for you that's new, and it's building a deeper connection inside of yourself. So there's patience and there's pride and there's appreciation for the path you're on. And that's a surprise for you that you actually have that and you're doing it for yourself. All right, you guys, I love that. Have an amazing Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Remember to go check out my website, peggyrometo.com. Sending you guys love. Thank you for liking and viewing and sharing my videos and commenting below. And I'll see you again next month.